Hey, Jennifer Batten here from Michael Jackson and Jeff Beck's bands. You are checking out the Adam Roach Show. It is time to play guitar.
Hey there, and welcome to episode number 138, where today I talk to 4 different guitarists who participated in the Guitar Cloud Symposium on April 16th to the 19th, 2021. So the Guitar Cloud Symposium, or otherwise known as GCS, this time had instructors Jennifer Batten, Gretchen Menn, Daniele Gottardo, Vicki Genfan, Mundo, Juilarat, and Koch, and a very special guest, Steve Lukather. Now, the opening track you're hearing today is actually from one of the instructors, Daniele Gottardo, from his album Non Tomorato, and the song is called Daydream. And if you would like to know more about some of the instructors, make sure you check out my last podcast where I interviewed a lot of the instructors about what to expect on the weekend. Now, in the show notes, I also have my links to my interviews with Jennifer Batten from episode number 8 back in 2017, where we spoke about her playing, how she first started, touring with Michael Jackson, Jeff Beck, plus lots more. And we did a podcast last year as well, which was episode 103, where we spoke about the first Guitar Cloud Symposium. So I actually attended the last GCS, and I must say it was amazing, as you'll hear throughout today's podcast. So I highly recommend it for any guitarist out there, no matter what level you're up to or what style you play. It really has something for everybody. Anyway, that's enough from me. So let's hear from some of the other students that attended. So today I have 4 people with their reviews. I have Elisa Miconi from Boston, Perry Dillard from Washington, Wanda Lopez from Los Angeles, and IIse Gudino from Mexico. And make sure you listen in to the end of the podcast to find out more about the next 3 symposiums coming up in May, June, July. And it also features one of my favourite guitarists, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And I have a gift for everyone who's going to attend the next symposium on May 15th. So first up we have Elisa Miconi from Boston, who also has an album coming out on June 10th, 2021, and is the author of a great book for guitar playing. So once again, see the link in the show notes to follow all today's guests. So welcome, Elisa Miconi.
Thank you.
What's your overall thoughts of the weekend?
I loved it, as usual. Well, I first signed up when they started doing Guitar Cloud Symposium in August, and that was just really nice because it was just a few months after the whole lockdown was going on and nobody really had anything to do at the time. Everybody was at home, even working from home, but it's different than, your normal real life type of experience, or real life before this, I guess you could say. So yeah, that was just really refreshing to participate in. And after that, I just thought it would be worth continuing, even if, the second time it was basically the same modules as the first time. Very few differences, but it was still, interesting. And I feel like they teach so much in these symposiums that listening to one is not necessarily gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's good to hear something twice that way. So I really didn't mind doing it twice. And now they just added so much content. Like, all the modules that they did this weekend were just, there was a lot of information there.
There was, for sure.
So that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, so many different styles, like the slide and the tapping and the percussive stuff. Is just incredible. Yeah,
there is something for everybody, and it's also a really nice community that they create through the symposium. It's not. It was actually pretty amazing to see how someone who can be that who is that successful in the music industry. I think Mundo said something like this during the symposium too. It's just, at the end of the day, these like heroes that we all have are just nice human beings, just like everybody else. And it's just cool to see that side of them.
Now, talking about Mundo, Gypsy Jazz, which I hadn't really done much before, and and you picked up amazingly, as you can see by all the comments on Facebook. So congratulations with that.
Thank you. Yeah, that, I don't know. I mean, I was never really a jazz person in any way. I played guitar for 15 years, and I was always a rock player mostly. That was always my thing. Yeah. I did start with classical guitar. So I have, kind of a background and everything. And then, so I'm from Italy and I wanted to make a career with music. So I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. And that is literally the first time I ever got close to jazz.
Okay.
I didn't know. I remember when I auditioned for it, they asked me to play like a they wanted to jam on the shuffle blues, and I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, I know the blues. Are there different kinds of blues? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know who Miles Davis was. I didn't know anything about jazz. And I do like it. I mean, I graduated in jazz composition at the end, so one would hope that I know a little bit about it at this point.
Yeah.
But gypsy jazz I had never actually played before.
Wow.
I've listened to it, but I never played it. And Mundo just made it so clear that I was like, maybe I can do this. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you did excellent.
It was just something I practiced for a day. But it's cool to see that. It's kind of like what they were saying also about co-writing and how sometimes you feel like something is not that good.
Yep.
And then you hear somebody else and they absolutely love it. So that's all kind of comes together in evaluating the symposium. That's how good it is.
Yeah.
They show you like things, they give you a confidence that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was totally awesome the way they put it all together, because I've done a lot of other seminars before, but it's been just the one style. So to put that all together, it was actually really good to learn like that, rather than just doing that one style and trying to incorporate the styles together, which I tried to do.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's really nice for that reason. I feel like when you have a symposium or a seminar, whatever it is in guitar that is on one style only, it can get overkill at one point, or it's really easy for it to become that. But when it's different genres, it's kind of refreshing in a way. You get a little bit of something, and then it changes to something else. And then, like you said, you can incorporate different things into whichever genre. So that's really nice to see.
Yeah, and even just like when Gretchen was talking about the inspiration, just that was really cool itself. Just, didn't have to play guitar, but just finding out about how it all comes about and the different ways of doing it. That was really good too.
Yeah, I do like those modules. I know it's not necessarily, sometimes it might feel like it's not hands-on in a way, but it really is hands-on.
It is.
It's something that we all go through, and it's like, everybody gets a writer's block every once in a while, and
yeah.
So it's really important to know those things and how to, find that inspiration back. Who inspires you? What do you like about them? How to deal with all that is super important. Gretchen did the very first symposium that I attended. She did a module on, because she was a pilot for like airlines.
Yeah, that's right.
And so she did a module on like how important it is to have a list, like a checklist of things that you're supposed to do for, like, say, a gig. Like all these little tips that it might seem like they're not that important, but they are. They really help. It's a lot of insight from, people who have gigged and performed and recorded for a long time. So at the end of the day, it really helps.
Oh, it does, for sure. I mean, I've been playing for, 40 years, and I still learn a lot on the weekend. It was amazing.
I mean, even the whole, like, all the sponsors that they have and the gear that they know about. I feel like I didn't know anything about gear before I started doing the symposium. Even just attending it, they just have all these people presenting gear, and it's just awesome to see all the options. Like, I didn't even have a slide before, and then I got one of those rock slides that they gave one away this time around.
Yep.
Super comfortable. It's like I would have never found that by myself.
Yeah, that's right. And then the big climax at the end, Steve Lukather hangout, that was incredible.
That was so much fun.
It was.
And I just appreciate him sharing his life experiences with us.
That was really good. Great way to finish it. Especially after the whole year of pandemic, just to have that to kick back and have a laugh. It was great.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was really cool. But overall, though, it was definitely worth it. The stuff you get out of it, it's incredible.
Yeah, and I think it really is, like they say, it's an awesome event for, it doesn't matter how good you are playing guitar the moment you attend. Because you can always get, some of the things in theory, if, some people might not know what a major 7 is just yet. But they're going to come across it, and even just having the shape and it's written down for them. I think that's amazing. It really, you don't have to be an advanced guitar player. You can be at any level, and you can get a lot out of the symposium. Even if you just get the inspiration and the fun of it, that's a lot as a player.
Exactly. I mean, even the way the other instructors hang around and they do the other modules as well, and they say they're learning things as well.
Exactly. It's really, really nice.
Now, just quickly about yourself. I know you've got the album coming out. Is it in June?
Yeah, June 10th.
So the Month of Perception?
Yeah. So there's a single, it's even on my Spotify under my name, it's Elisa Miconi. There's a single, Sirens and Hope, from 2019. But I am going to release a single this Friday.
Ah, cool.
Because it's just been so long from the first single of the album that I figured I'd just have a second one.
Excellent. I look forward to hearing it.
Just a refresh. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little video about it, so it's gonna be like a YouTube video, and then it's also gonna come out on Spotify.
Yep.
And then June 10 will be the full album release.
Thank you, Elisa. Next up, we have Perry Dillard from Washington. Now, be sure to check out Perry's band, Death by Design. So you've done a few of these, haven't you?
I have. I think I've done every one except the Guitar Hero, the first Guitar Hero deep dive.
Okay. And I must say, I mean, this was my first one, and yeah, it was just awesome. The last part was just a big bonus. It was Steve Lukather. That was hilarious.
That was mind blown. I didn't really have any idea kind of what to expect. I know he's just kind of a straight ahead guy, but man, that was awesome.
It was. Like I was saying in the chat, like I haven't really laughed as much for a long time, I think.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah. I just really like the way he was like, just down to earth, just said it how it is, no holding back,
Yep. I wish people were more like that. But I feel like, of course, guys who are big rock stars have to maintain an image. And like he was saying, one person catches you on a bad day and you're not like, all rainbows and, sunshine. It can be bad for you, right? So.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good point he made about that. That was good. So overall, what do you think you got from the weekend?
Well, just so much, really. For me, I really like Gretchen and Daniele are kind of set the standard, I think. They're so well prepared and their knowledge is so deep on just everything, techniques, music theory, composers, past and present. I mean, it's just incredible. And so anytime I can soak up knowledge from them, I really appreciate it. I appreciate their approach to teaching within this particular seminar. Yeah. They start out very basic, I guess. It's not like teaching a child, but it's starting with the basic building blocks and then building upon that. And that's what I really like about Daniele's approach. In fact, I'm probably going to start taking some lessons from him. Even though I've played for a long time, like these guys are still way above my level. I just like their approach. And then Vicki, I just love her enthusiasm. Like, she is so into the music, and it's incredible what she's able to do with an acoustic guitar. I don't know a lot of acoustic players that are, like that creative and that level of performance. Like Tommy Emmanuel is really probably the only other big name acoustic player that I know. And of course, I'm sure you know who he is. Yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, his finger strength, and I don't think I could ever get there, but that's just so inspiring. The creativity, the way she approaches the instrument is like, I mean, you can just do whatever works. There's no real rules. Yeah. So that's what I get from her. Gosh, Jennifer, I mean, she's just a wealth of knowledge and technique. I mean, the whammy bar is something that I haven't, I can do a dive bomb, I can hit some harmonics, but I mean, she really uses it in a musical way, not just as kind of a trick, and I've tried to start incorporating a little bit of that into my playing as well. It's just another tool in the tool bag,
Exactly, yeah.
Gosh, what else?
And then Greg.
Man, I mean, that guy is a monster. Like, to me, I didn't even kind of realize it until, I got to interact with him. But he really is up there kind of on that level with Steve Vai and Satriani. Like, he doesn't even, whatever he thinks about, it just comes out. Yeah. That's the impression I got anyway. And he's such a clean, fluid player. He can just evoke whatever sounds and tones out of the guitar that he wants to. Yeah. His talk about tone was fantastic, and the different ways that, you can get tone, but then he doesn't really use a lot of effects, I guess, on most of his stuff. It's so, I don't know. It's, yeah, all guitarists have that incessant search for great tone.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Mundo. I mean,
Yeah.
I know about gypsy jazz, and obviously, everybody knows who Django is, but I've never really thought about playing in that style. I was a teenager in the 80s, and so metal, hair metal, heavy metal is just my wheelhouse.
But yeah, so going back to those ones though, like the weekend, like I was saying, with the different influences, different styles for the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's one thing I do like about it as well. There's not, and this has kind of been the case from the beginning to now, there's not a lot of repetition in the material. Because so many of us keep coming back, instructors are kind of forced to keep it fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So that's good, and then obviously Jennifer being able to pull in all of these different people that she knows to participate. I mean, it's just fantastic. I think it's a testament to even the big rock stars are just regular people, and musicians are just good-hearted and want to give back to the community, and this is a way for them to do that.
I think the thing is as well, like I think you get stuck in your ways of doing things, and things like this come across. It's like, oh wow, I got so much more to learn.
I can't say enough about all the material. I mean, every time whoever is presenting, they put all of that material in the Dropbox, and so we've got music from everyone, and I feel like I would pay for the music. They don't need to give us their albums.
Yeah, that's right.
But I certainly appreciate it. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and I got my certificate this morning in the mail.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I'll print that off, put it at home. Now, talking about your band, so is it Death by Design, isn't it?
Yes, we've got 6 tracks on our EP. It's really just 4 tracks because the 4th track is a 3-part. It's like, I don't know, 9 minutes and something long. So there's like this intro and then kind of the main thing and then an outro.
Yep.
But we're working hard on finishing our album. We had a writing session 3 weeks ago, and we've got all the structure down for 4 more tracks, and some big plans, hopefully, to do something big here in Seattle, because nobody is doing anything that is really catching the attention of anybody. We'll see how it goes. COVID, we were so close to being ready to put some of this stuff into action, and then COVID hit, and it was just like, such a downer.
Yeah, that's right. No, for sure. Yeah, well, thanks very much again, Perry. Really appreciate it.
Okay, see you later.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now over to Wanda Lopez, who's originally from Mexico, but now living in Los Angeles.
I think Guitar Cloud Symposium is getting better and better. So this symposium was full of info, very good info for us, and was very fun. I feel very happy. I feel blessed because I'm part of this great event. So all the instructors are very positive. I'm very happy and grateful with life to let me meet such a great people and musicians. They, like I told you, positive, passionate, very good at explaining all the topics. They are explained detail by detail, so the things are clear for students.
So out of all the modules, was there anything that you learnt that you thought you want to do for your playing?
Oh yeah, because I remember the position that Daniele told us. I was bending like this, straight. So, but this position, it's better. So it's something that I didn't notice. Yeah. Now I can see clearly. I like to study like Elisa did. beautiful, beautiful place. I remember, Chord Melody, Jennifer Batten's pieces. It looks very fun and beautiful, so I want to play it. So I'm going to study that and everything about we learned. It's a lot of information, so it's going to take time to practice and getting better. What else? Oh, Gretchen told us many important things about inspiration.
Yeah, that module was really good.
Yeah, because inspiration is very important for all artists. With inspiration, you can create a great things. And oh yeah, I remember that when you are tapping and vibrato at the same time and bending.
Yep.
So it's very interesting and difficult. I want to practice, do it well.
And then Vicki.
Oh, Vicki, yeah. It's very important to sing and play at the same time. So for musicians, because when you are composing, even you don't sing. So you can play a melody with your voice and play some chords at the same time. So it's a very good skill to sing. Very good information. And with tapping and harmonics and slapping the acoustic guitar are beautiful techniques. So for me, maybe it's like very difficult what she's doing with acoustic guitar and using all that skills and techniques. So percussion, like if you are playing the drums and the guitar and singing, and oh my God, it's
the bass notes as well.
Bass line, So it's so incredible.
Yeah. This weekend there was a lot of different techniques. You say your tapping and your chord playing, slide, everything. A lot to learn.
Vibrato, bending. Sometimes I do the tapping, but I need to improve the thing. So sometimes I try to make some chord melody, but I'm not so good at that. I need to practice more. I think that Guitar Cloud Symposium, it's a good platform to start being a good musician and person, because they are very good examples to follow, because I see how such professional they are. So I'm learning from them. To be professional, to be positive, to be inspired all the time. So they motivate students. They see good things in students, and it's very, very good for us, because it causes like happiness, and they treat students very well. It's very professional to be like that. So I think about myself, because I'm learning from them all that things. So I feel like I'm very professional too. I feel like I'm very positive too. I feel like I'm very passionate too. Grateful because I'm thankful, because I want a guitar. I want the Luna guitar.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I was wishing that for a long time, because I need it.
Yeah, congratulations.
So I want to win that guitar. Universe, please listen to me. So thank you for everything, Guitar Cloud Symposium.
So how about if anyone's listening from Spain, or anyone speaking Spanish, can you say a quick little thank you in Spanish for us?
Muchas gracias por su entrevista. Estoy muy contenta de hablar con ustedes. Mucho éxito con tu podcast. Saludos para todos desde Los Ángeles, aunque soy de México.
Excellent. Thank you. And last up, we have IIse Gudino from Mexico. So were there any things that you learnt that you're going to like apply to your playing that you think will make it better?
I think absolutely the gypsy jazz I have to play more that for the first time. I haven't played gypsy jazz ever, so I think this is a cool way to start. And yeah, the music speaking, I think the Daniele's techniques. I mean, also I have to incorporate that to my playing. The great Koch sound, all the sound. I think that I'm gonna have to apply it too.
Yeah. Have you done much slide before? Slide guitar?
Yeah, kind of, not very much. And one of I think it was the second or the third symposium, we had a slide module with Angela Petrilli.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she taught us a lot of things. I tried to play it and that stuff, but not very much. I'm not very much into slide, I think.
Yeah.
Although it's a great technique. It's a cool technique.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. How about the acoustic guitar? Do you play much acoustic?
Yeah, I love it. I really like it. I'm much more into electric, but yeah, I like a lot to play acoustic.
Yeah.
And Vicki's modules always inspire me a lot, because in this one, I guess applying the vocals to the playing, and I think that's something that really inspires me and motivates a lot to me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just learning those other little things, it really inspires you to do other things as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
And really incorporate it into your playing, like you're saying with Vicki, just those little tapping harmonics and everything.
Yeah, she makes it look so easy, right?
I know. She does it really good. And how about Jennifer's modules?
Oh, it was amazing. I love the way Jennifer teach, because it's all the experience there. I mean, you can notice that expertise, or she's great. I mean, she was kind of saying that nobody was asking questions, but I don't have any questions. Everything is so clear. So yeah, it's a very, very good class. For me, I love it. I love the way she teaches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all really, really good. Like you're saying, like the amount of things they teach you and explain with the PDFs and just talking about it. Yeah, there was no questions.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so clear. Yeah.
The last day with Steve Lukather. How did you enjoy that?
Yeah, very much. He's so funny. I think all the experiences he shared with us, it's gold. I mean, they are so valuable to me.
Yeah.
And one of the things that really I keep a lot, and from now on, it's that he says very well musician makes you sound good, and you have to know how much do I want to put in the music, and how much you have to stop and say no, this is enough. Yeah. So find the amount enough to incorporate to the song you are playing, right? And have a good sound and good ideas. But yeah, that's very important.
Yeah. So is there anything else over the weekend that you didn't know before that you really learnt this time?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things I don't know, but but every time I am in a GCS, I think I learn a lot. But yeah, the gypsy jazz thing, I have never studied that. And Gretchen's modules also, the inspiration of our favorite music. I think that was really cool for me. Yeah, and the other module Gretchen gave us too, the productivity module, the organization, organize your day and all that stuff. Yeah, that was really cool for me. I'm usually a not very organized person, so yeah, that was really cool. Yeah. Well, actually, I want to thank for your invitation to be here, and also, well, I'm a music teacher, so as a music teacher and a foreign student, guitar camp or guitar symposium like this in my country are really hard to find. So I am really, really learning new ways to study music with GCS and to develop my creativity and therefore my students' creativity. So it's really valuable to me. It means a lot to me to be here and belong to this community. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
No, that's great. But I was just going to say that exactly the same thing about, because I've been teaching for 30 years as well, but it just goes to show there's always things to learn with guitar playing. Doesn't matter if you're here, so much to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly so.
And
It's a big word.
Yeah, and then also incorporate it into the teaching, learn different things. And I must try that with my students. So.
Exactly. Yeah. That's another thing, but it's amazing. I mean, I feel so lucky to be watching this and that it's reachable for me because I mean I'm in Mexico. It will be a little bit more hard or difficult to travel, but this opportunity, I think this chance is amazing. So thanks.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for everybody. And I mean,
Exactly.
I know the whole pandemic is it's a bad thing, but it's brought this together, which is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was one of the good things about the pandemic.
Yeah, that's right. Good. Yeah. Thank you for your time again.
No, thank you so much to you, and I hope very nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. No, I'll talk to you again soon. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I hope you all enjoyed the reviews. It was definitely one, or should I say, the best seminar or workshop I've attended in over 40 years of guitar playing. So I actually learned a lot of new techniques they'll be introducing to my playing with the tapping, the acoustic playing, everything, slides. It's an amazing weekend. So the next symposium is on May 15th, which don't forget these are Pacific times. So if you want to make sure you get the right time zones, get onto the website, and that way you can check out all the PDFs of the schedules, and you can download them as well to see exactly what times each thing's on. So the next one is a beginner's boot camp featuring 4 of the world's best teachers: Jennifer Batten, Gretchen Menn, Daniele Gottardo, and Vicki Genfan. So in this beginner's module, you're going to learn everything. So if you haven't played guitar before, you're going to learn it all here. So it starts from 9 a.m. and goes all the way up to nearly 3 p.m. So it's like a full day of learning guitar. You're going to learn the science behind it, the open chords. You'll actually learn how to play 4 songs. So by the end of the course, you'll know 4 songs. And I must say, they're really, really cool songs. You'll learn how to read tab, the strumming, finger picking. And even if you have been playing for a little while, I recommend this is a really good one to learn as well. Just the way the teachers explain everything. You can always go back and learn new things from these teachers as well. Now, the great news is everyone that signs up for this beginner's bootcamp will also get a VIP coupon for my online guitar course, Become a Guitarist Today. So you will receive the full 10-week course with the high definition videos and all the PDFs for free. All you have to do is sign up for the beginner's bootcamp and you'll get that all included. So after you finish the bootcamp, there'll be lots more to practice to help you become a guitarist today. Now the next big symposium is going to be on June 19th and 20th. Now don't forget this is all via Zoom. So you can join in on anywhere in the world where you are. As long as you have Zoom, you can join in. So this one has a lot involved. So again, it's going to have Vicki Genfan, Jennifer Batten once again doing her thing. Dave Martone is an amazing guitarist. Greg Koch back again. Jude Gold, again another incredible guitar player. And Prashant Aswani, who's amazing at the hybrid picking. Now the special guest for this one is actually one of my favourite guitarists who I just love his playing. He's incredible. It's Robin Ford. So Robin Ford is a big influence on me. He influenced my blues rock band that I have going as well. And then in July, on July 17th, there is the Guitar Symposium deep dive into guitar heroes. So Daniele Gottardo is going to talk about Charlie Christian, about the jazz and swing. Then Jennifer Batten is going to talk about Jeff Beck, who she performed with. So If anyone knows anything about Jeff Beck, it's Jennifer. And then Jude Gold's going to be back to talk about my favourite guitarist, Eddie Van Halen. And Dave Martone is going to break down Joe Satriani's playing. So 4 amazing guitar players, all in the one module. And don't forget, all classes are supported with downloadable materials. So everything that you learn, you can download the PDFs as well. So another great symposium created by the master Jennifer Batten. So go to the show notes now, click on the website, have a look at the 3 different symposiums, sign up for all 3 if you want, but I'm guarantee you're going to love these symposiums. Any guitarists out there, got to check this out. And thank you again to all my guests today for the reviews. Elisa Miconi, Perry Dillard, Wanda Lopez, and IIse Gudino. Thank you guys rock. I'll see you at the next symposium.